A few weeks ago, we made a video about roguelikes and board games, and I'm really proud of it. You should go watch it. It's basically showing why the two are actually fairly connected, and if you're a fan of either, it's a video for you. But there's one genre of board games that I did not cover during that video, and that is deduction board games. Games where you have a hidden role that you then are trying to not let others know what you are while deducing who the bad people are. Famous ones being games like Werewolf, games like Secret Hitler. This game we're playing today, Demon Bluff, is a roguelike deduction game. That is a single-player roguelike deduction game, which is hitting like everything I could ever want in a video game, to be perfectly honest. I love the idea. I love the concept. It's a little logic puzzle. Let's play. You can join the playtest for yourself. Link in the description down below, and you can play and you can do all the things. Let's hop into Demon Bluff and see what's going on. I did play a run to understand the game and make sure that I wasn't going to make a complete and utter fool out of myself. I'll probably still make a fool out of myself, but let's play the standard mode. There is an ascension system in the game, so ways to make this even harder in the future. Excited to see that. There is one evil among all characters. Find and kill it, okay? So here's our current deck. These are the potential characters that could get spewed out onto the board. So of the 5 cards that are on the board, 5 of these guys are going to be put in, where one of them is the minion. And we're trying to find the minion and execute the minion. But we have all these other people, like the Confessor, who if they're evil or corrupted, they are dizzy. Sure. If we have the Gem Crafter, we learn who one good character is. The Hunter, we learn how far the Hunter is from the nearest evil. The Enlightened, you learn if they're closer clockwise or counterclockwise, or equidistant if they're the same distance. And then the Lover, you learn how many evil characters they're adjacent to. It's a lot of gobbledygook that'll make sense in a second. The important thing is that the minion lies. So the minion may show up as one of these characters, and we just have to figure out the flaw in the deductive reasoning. So start by flipping 1. The Lover is saying that there is one evil adjacent to them. So let's take a look at 2 and 5. 5 is saying that 4 is good. 4 is saying they're 2 cards away from an evil. So if you're telling the truth, then you are evil, right? Because you check out that you're 2 cards away from the closest evil. But if you're not telling the truth and you are the evil, then you're also wrong because the nearest evil would be counterclockwise. I feel confident cutting you. And that's the minion. And that's what we do, okay? All evil characters have been executed, and the deck goes, and new people have been added to our deck. So we now have the Judge, okay? The Judge has an active ability on them where we pick a character and we learn whether or not that character is lying. But the Judge can also be a minion, right? So we have to not put all of our faith in the Judge. It could be that the Judge is a big fat old liar, right? So you're saying that 5 is good. Let's check 5. 5 is saying there's an evil adjacent to you. You're 2 cards from an evil. You're saying you're good. I mean, I'm going to be real. You don't look dizzy or corrupted, okay? So that's really making me feel like you are an evil boy. Because if you're lying, then you have to tell the truth. And you would not be 2 cards away. So you have to be bad. Okay. That feels good. Keep me going. Flip 1. The Gem Crafter. 2 is good. We go at it in a logical order. Okay? 2 is good. You are good. We have learned nothing except for the fact that you're probably safe. You're definitely safe because you do not seem dizzy in any way. I don't know what signifies you being dizzy, but I'm here for it. No evils adjacent to you. Number 5 is a real Empress. You're saying that 2, 3, or 7 are evil. There's the Judge. Okay. Interesting. And then the Wretch. Okay, so the Wretch registers as an evil to other characters. So if I were to, if the Lover was next to the Wretch, the Lover would say, I have one evil next to me. Which is fine, right? You're not next to it, so I don't have to worry about that right now. I think that we want to know if you're lying. Number 5 is lying. Okay, well, that makes it easy. What? How is number 5 lying? Oh, because the judge is actually bad. Okay. Okay, good point. Good point. Yeah, that's fair. So I lost a little health. We regen back to full, so it was fine. Important thing to know, we now have 2 minions in the deck. We have the minion and then the twin minion. I gotta find both of them now. We've also gained the Jester, who we can pick 3 characters and learn how many of them are evil, but it could also be that you're evil. So we gotta figure that out. A Wretch, okay. A Judge, sure. A Lover, no evils adjacent to me. I mean, well, you certainly have to be lying, because the Wretch would be registering as evil. So you have to lie. That feels good. Let's keep going. The Jester. We can do a lot with you, actually. How many of these are evil? You're saying there's 1. I'd like to know if you're lying. You're telling the truth. So 1 of 4, 5, and 6 is evil. 7 is a real enlightened. The closest evil is equidistant. That makes sense. Number 7 is good. That also makes sense. Number 8 is a real lover. Okay, I mean, that was actually the easiest round of my life. I just picked them all in the wrong order. But that's okay. That's okay. Flip 1, the Hunter. 2 cards away from the closest evil. Give me 2 cards away. A Knight that can't die. Okay. A Gem Crafter saying that 1 is good. Okay, you could be in cahoots, okay? You could be cahooting me. It could also be that you're just a bad person over there. Now, the Bombardier, you're a problem. If I execute you incorrectly, we lose. So I gotta be really freaking sure that you're the bad boy if we're gonna do that. Number 8 is a real enlightened. You are the real enlightened, and the closest evil is somewhere this direction. The Jester is unfortunately not what the doctor ordered, I'm going to tell you. 7 is a real knight. Okay. Okay. I need to know if the Hunter is lying. But I need to do this in such a way that this is a messy one, man. This is a messy one. Because I have people confirming themselves. 7 is a real knight, and 7 is a knight. So you two confirm each other. 8 is an enlightened. You two confirm each other. So that kind of leaves you here that this is good, and you here that you're 2 away from the closest evil. The problem is that if you're evil, and you're saying he's good, that would imply that he's not good, which means that you're not 2 cards away from the closest evil. So you actually kind of confirm yourselves, which then means that you two would be the issue. So I want to actually pick 1, 2, 3. There are 0 evils. That makes sense to me. I think it's you. And then that means it has to be you. I did not want to cut the Bombardier, man. I did not. Okay, new characters. You can see this is where my run ended when I did the test run. You cannot reveal the last card. Okay, that's horrible. And then the Scout. Learn how far a specific evil is to another closest evil. Okay, okay. I hate it already. Confessor. I am dizzy. Okay. So if you are evil or corrupted, you are dizzy. I can just kill you. Okay. I mean, that went fine. That went fine. Hunter, you're 1 card away. That feels kind of good. The Witch is 3 cards away from the closest evil. So 1, 2, 3. 2, 8, or 3 is evil. That does not seem logical. You're definitely looking bad. Okay, you're looking bad. I'm just gonna cut you. Okay, okay, never mind. 2, 8, or 3. 2, 8, or 3. The closest evil is clockwise. You're telling the truth. You're 1 card away. The witch is not 3 cards away. You're bad. Okay. Yeah, you take a little damage, but you're regen. Okay, you're regen. 1 fake outcast is added to the deck view. 1 fake outcast. I don't even know what that means. So you're an outcast. So 1 fake outcast is added to the deck view. Okay. So 4, 6, or 3. Weird order, but I respect it. I like knowing whether or not you're lying. Okay. Number 1 is lying. But you could be the liar yourself. So that's not helpful yet. You are good, and that makes sense. Ba is 2 cards away from the closest evil. So Ba is currently the bad guy. 1 fake outcast is added to the deck view. I still don't fully know what that means, but that's okay. Ba is a demon, brother. He's a demon. So there's 1 minion and 1 demon now. Okay. Ba is 2 cards away from the closest evil. You're claiming that you're lying, but we don't know whether or not that's true or not. If you're telling the truth, then you're lying. So one of you two is evil. But we don't know much more. Number 3 is a real judge. Well, you don't necessarily make me feel great about things. How many are evil between these 3? There are 2 evils. That seems very accurate to me. That seems very, very, very accurate. And then Ba being 2 cards away from the closest evil. I'm starting to feel pretty confident about that one. Okay, that felt good. Slayer, pick a character. If evil picked, execute it. I love you, Slayer. You're nice. The Knitter, learn how many evils are adjacent to each other. Ascension level increase. Oh God. Okay, my score 1120. Feel good about it. Restart me, I guess. I'm on Ascension level 2. Okay, Slayer has joined the deck. We have a Witch. Okay. Scout. The Witch is 2 cards away from the closest evil. There's the Wretch. Annoying, but fine. 1, 5, or 2. One of them is evil. Well, we know that 2 is evil. So if only one of them is evil, then you're going to register 2. Which means that the Witch at 6 makes a lot of sense. So if an evil is picked, execute it. Take a look at the Witch. I lie and I disguise. Disguise, you pretend to be a different role and you lie. Okay, so you could lie and be a wretch, right? The problem is that I kind of think that 6 is who's evil on this one. 1 is a real scout, which puts you 2 cards away from the closest evil, man. I can't reveal you. That's tough. I would like to execute yourself. I couldn't kill 6. That makes a lot of sense because you would be lying about yourself. It's got to be you, man. It's not you. It's not you. Oh, no. So, it's got to be you. Yeah, that's annoying. I am dizzy. Oh, lordy. If I would have just clicked you, man. Okay, it's fine. The Poisoner. On game start, 1 adjacent villager is corrupted. Corrupted characters lie. Wow, that's horrible. So now real dudes can lie. That's disgusting. Okay. And then the Bard. Learn how far I am from the closest corrupted. Oh, lordy. Okay. Enlighten. The closest evil is equidistant. Sure. Number 3 is a real scout. 3 is a scout. The minion is 3 cards away from the closest evil. This is a mess. There's 2 minions now as well. No evils adjacent to you. Well, I mean, that's just a damn lie, right? That's just actively terrible. Keep it going. No evils adjacent to you? Are you stupid? Okay. Yeah, that's an easy one. Putting yourself right next to an evil makes it really hard for you to lie about that one, brother. Okay. Fortune teller. Pick 2 characters. Learn if any are evil. Sure. And then the oracle. Learn that 1 out of 2 characters is a specific minion role. Sure, why not? Hunter, you're 1 card away from the closest evil. The gem crafter saying that 7 is good, and the oracle saying that 5 or 7 is a witch. Okay, a lot to unpack from that one. If you're telling the truth, there's 1 minion and 1 demon. Who's our demon? Our demon is Ba. Okay. Sure. I need more info. The knight that cannot die. 5 or 7 is a witch. You're evil, though. Oh my god, we just have knights, man. We can't have 2 knights. So one of the knights has to be... It has to be one of them. And this is not revealable. Bro, I don't know if I have the logic, though. You're saying that 5 or 7 is a witch. Which... I mean, you're right, I guess. We don't have a poisoner, right? Or do we? We don't have a poisoner. If you're lying, then you're bad and I kill you. If you're telling the truth, then you're a witch, which means that you can't. You're counterproductive. And you're saying that 7 is good, which makes that even weirder. But if you're 1 card from the closest evil, then you have to be good, man. Because unless you're not. Because maybe these 2 are both good. 5 is bad, and then 2 is lying. Because you 2 confirm each other. But you 2 confirming each other kind of confirms that he's right, then. But I still think that you can't be... You can't be right? If 5 or 7 is a witch, and you're telling the truth, then this is a witch, and you're bad, or these 2 are bad. So you cut this guy. It's not you. So then, if it's not you, it has to be you. I ran out of health. What happened here? It was you 2. So you were lying. 7 is good. 5 or 7 is a witch. But that means you're lying, man. What made you lie? What am I missing here? 5 or 7 is a witch. They're not, though. Okay. I lose a heart, and then I restart. That's tough, though. I honestly, I don't fully understand that last one. Maybe one of you can explain it to me. Slayer's good to have. I mean, you're dizzy. That makes it easy. Number 6 is good. You are good. You 2 confirm each other. That's a good start. 1 evil adjacent to you. It's got to be the wretch. That makes sense. And then the Empress, 6, 4, or 2 is evil. Only one of them. So 6 can't be, 4 can't be. 2 already is. We know that 6 is good. You are good. I mean, it has to be Slayer, right? So, I mean, we test you. You couldn't kill 5. Because it's not evil. So we kill you. Okay. Slayer is weird. Slayer's weird. Plague Doctor. On game start, 1 good villager corrupted. Screw you. Pick 1 character. If it's corrupted, learn an evil character. Villagers to the left and right of me in range 2 are cured from corruption. Learn how many I cured. Okay. I'm breaking. Gemcrafter says 6 is good. 6 is the judge. I'd really like if the judge was good because it makes it easy. Okay, 1 good villager is corrupted. That's the tough part. That's the tough part. Pick a character. If it's corrupted, learn an evil. If it's corrupted, learn an evil. I'd love to know if the judge is corrupted. They're not corrupted. Okay. Well, but if they're evil, it could be that you two are in cahoots again. Okay. Slayer. Try to kill the judge. Couldn't kill him. That seems positive, that you two are telling the truth. 5 or 7 is the poisoner. Do I even have a poisoner? I do have a poisoner. Oh god, that's horrible, man. That's horrible, because the poisoner corrupts a villager. Okay. The jester. Here we go. There are no corrupted characters. Well, that's a damn lie, brother. Because you corrupted somebody. So you're lying to me. So you have to be the poisoner, I guess. But then that means you corrupted somebody. And it can't be you. So it could be you. Are you lying? You're lying. That makes sense. I think you're corrupted. Right? I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I want to know these 3. There are 2 evils. But if you're saying you're lying, there can't only be 2 evils. You have to be wrong. But you could be corrupted, man. But you corrupt an adjacent villager. What? Yeah, so you could be lying. Yeah, brother. Because you're lying because you're corrupted. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because then you're seeing the 2. That logic makes sense. I don't know. Pause the video and work it out for yourself. It's already lost my brain. I have no idea where it went. Okay, the counselor. 1 villager becomes an outcast role, and you sit next to an outcast. And you lie, and you disguise. So you're bad. Okay. On game start, you disguise as a good villager currently in play. This is hard. Okay, this is not easy. The alchemist. I cured 0 corruptions. Well, that's not very freaking useful, brother. It's not very useful. Gemcrafter says 6 is good. Bard says you're 2 away from a corrupted character. You can't be 2 away from a corrupted character because you cured the, well, but maybe you didn't cure them. The evils are not adjacent to each other. Is the damn bombardier. I don't like you, like even a little bit, man. Alchemist also cured 0. It also cured 0. Okay. So one of the alchemists, well, the doppelganger could be disguising as a good, which means the doppelganger could be the friggin' alchemist. Okay. The closest evil is clockwise. I mean, to be fair, nobody has to be corrupt, man. I mean, there's actually nothing that can corrupt. So you have to be bad. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. And the evils are not adjacent to each other. If you're not lying, it has to be you. Which says there's no evils adjacent to you, which kind of makes sense. Nobody's corrupted, man. 2 or 3 is a counselor. Wait a minute. That makes sense. Because the counselor, one villager becomes an outcast. And you sit next to the outcast. That makes sense. You're the doppelganger? So 2 or 3 is the counselor. But brother, that don't make any sense. Because the counselor sits next to an outcast. That means it has to be you, but you were right. Oh, but you're saying that number 6 is good. I'm an idiot. Okay. that's on me. Yeah. That's not. It probably shouldn't play a intense logic game at 9 o'clock at night, believe it or not. Okay. New characters. The Drunk. I disguise as a random, not in play villager. I am corrupted and I lie, and you cannot be cured. Okay, as you're horrible. Okay, you're horrible. And then the Druid. Pick 3 characters. You learn 1 random outcast among them, if any. I will not be able to sleep tonight. Okay, number 1, the Knitter. There are 2 pairs of evil. There are 3 evils, man. How are there 2? I guess if all 3 evils are next to each other, that's 2 pairs. There's 2 minions and a demon, which means the demon is friggin' Ba, who adds a fake outcast to the deck view that we don't know whether we're gonna have a Bombardier or a Plague Doctor. We have a Druid. Learn 1 random outcast among them. Do we have a doppelganger? We don't have a doppelganger. Okay. So you're kind of useless, to be honest with you. Except I could use you to pick out if you're lying, right? Which I suppose is kind of useful. Okay. It's a Plague Doctor. So 1 good villager gets corrupted, which is annoying. Because we don't know which one it is. The Alchemist cured 2 corruptions. I'd really love a judge. Number 4 is good. Are you good? You are good, technically. So you 2 speak to each other. That's fine. 1 good villager gets corrupted. If it's corrupted, learn an evil. Here's what I want to say, okay? Pick 3 characters. 1, 2, 3. There are no outcasts. So you're not corrupted. And you're not lying, because all 3 of those are not outcasts. You also cannot have cured this person. So if you cured the corruptions... Well, how did you cure 2? How'd you cure 2? Because you only corrupt 1, brother. You only corrupt 1. How's your ass corrupting 2? Get out of here. You were corrupted yourself. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. So you were the corrupted that you did. That's exciting. So you were corrupted. Number 3 is evil and 5 is corrupted. So number 3 is evil helps. But we can use you to pick out the rest of the evil. The Empress 8, 2, or 9. Okay. 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 But we know that 3 is evil. So let's... I guess I don't want to kill you yet, though. 1 evil adjacent to you. And then another druid. Well, we'll know if you're lying, right? Among 8, 7, and 6, there's a wretch. There is not. There's not a wretch, because none of you can turn into one of them. It's not possible. So you have to be bad. But there's still 2 more of you. 1 evil adjacent to you does make sense. 8, 2, or 9 means that 9 is, but 8 and 2 are not. So the Jester is bad. And then there's not 2 pairs of evils. Okay, because those are not adjacent. Puka. Hello, Puka. Villagers adjacent to me are corrupted. That's a horrific character, okay? I mean, it's god-awful, completely terrible. What do we got in the deck? You have a doppelganger. The doppelganger frickin' blows, man. It blows. And you don't have the damn person that points out the outcast, man. Okay. Closest evil is equidistant. No evils adjacent. That's good. You cannot die. It's a tough start, to be honest. Number 3 is a real knight. You 2 speak. Only 2 evils as well is good to know. 8 or 7 is a counselor. Okay. That's good to know. Number 3 is a real knight. We got 2 mediums. We have a plague doctor. We have a plague. There's so much corruption running rampant right now. Because you got a plague doctor and you have freaking Puka, man. We have another knight. We have 2 knights. We have 2 mediums. You're 1 away from a corrupted. Okay. And the plague doctor, we don't have Ba. So plague doctor is the plague doctor. We are confident you're the plague doctor. So we can guess whether or not somebody is corrupted. I would like to know, if you're telling the truth, then you're corrupted. Number 4 is not corrupted. Number 4 is not corrupted, man. Can Puka corrupt villagers adjacent? You're an outcast. You're a villager. You cannot be corrupted. So 4 is not corrupted. So 8 or 7 is the counselor, and it's not you. So you have to be the counselor, which means that 3 is not a real knight. Excuse me? You're 1 card away from a corrupted character. You're corrupted, then? Unless you corrupt good villager. You are saying that no evil is adjacent to you. That's a good point. I mean, you can't die. I'm trying to kill you. I suppose if you can't, you were a corrupted knight, so you can die. Okay, yeah. So you were the corrupted. But we know it's not you because I tried to kill you. The closest evil is equidistant. And that can't be true because you can't die. Okay. But then that means that you were corrupted, Oh my lord. What a mess, man. What a total freaking mess. The baker. How many characters are in this, brother? 1 random unrevealed good villager becomes a baker. Learn which villager I was. What? Learn which side of the circle is more evil. Okay, sure. Ascension level increase. I'm gaming, I guess. I keep gaming. Alright. We have a drunk. We have not messed around with the drunk a lot. We also have a counselor, which does help. Puka freaking blows, man. It blows. Drunk is disguised as a random not in play villager. You are corrupted and you lie. Okay. Closest evil counterclockwise. The knight, who cannot die. I'm going to tell you that I frankly like the idea of trying to kill the knight. But there is corruption in play. The fortune teller, learn if any 2 characters are evil. But what if you're freaking evil, man? You're saying that you're next to an evil. You're saying that this is good. You're saying the closest evil is counterclockwise. Which is not... well, I don't know, to be honest with you. And then it's a bombardier. Yeah. Does make sense. That does make sense. Counselor has to be next to one of them. You're 1 card away from an evil. I would like to know if you or you is evil. 5 or 3, false. Okay. Well, if you're evil, that makes sense with you. Confirms these. Counterclockwise would be accurate. There's 2 bads, though. Closest evil counterclockwise. Both of them saying the same thing really makes me think that it might just be this knight. It's not the knight. The knight is actually completely fine. Which means Puka is not next to the knight. But that does mean that you have a higher likelihood to... Well, but you can't... You really can't be. So if 5 or 3 is not evil, that means that we have to have... I think that you're evil. And then I think that Puka has to be here. Yeah. 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 That makes sense. The shaman. There are 2 same villager roles in the current village. Learn up to 3 characters. Among them are 1 villager, 1 outcast, and 1 evil. Okay. That could be useful. Between 6, 1, and 7, there is a minion, outcast, and villager. Okay. And that includes you, I suppose. 6 is a bombardier. 7 is a scout. Okay. We love that, to be honest with you. Do we have a doppelganger? Please tell me no. Frick. Okay, fair enough. Shaman is 1 card away from the closest evil. Where the hell is the shaman? You cured a corruption. Is Puka in here? Puka's in here. Okay. You cured 0 corruption. So that implies... Well, I mean, that's interesting, because that implies that you were corrupted. Puka is 1 card away from the closest evil. 8 or 7 is a shaman. Shaman is you. 2 villagers with the same role. That would be the scouts. 8 or 7 is a shaman. Enlighten closest evil is clockwise. That does make sense. I think that it is you as the counselor. We don't have a counselor. It's Puka and shaman. Okay. We have so little info. We have double alchemist and double scout. And our alchemists are saying different things. I mean, I'm sure there's logic here. I'm positive there's logic here. I haven't done any marking of anything, man. Because I can mark these people as good, bad, or indifferent. But it's like really hard to know, right? Because the thing is that I want to trust the bishop with my life, but I really have no faith in the bishop being correct. We know that 6 is probably an outcast, but you also have a doppelganger, man. So I mean, it's really hard, and I don't wanna execute you because you could kill me. The shaman is 1 card away from the closest evil. Puka is 1 card away from the closest evil. You're actually both confirming yourselves, which is interesting, because either you're both bad or neither of you is bad. And if you're saying that 8 or 7 is a shaman, and you guys aren't curing the corruption, I think you guys might... That's the doppelganger. Okay. Then that means that you guys are not... Between 1, 6, and 7, you're bad. Oh, you're not bad. It was the shaman Puka here. It's just hard, man. It's just hard. 2 evils among all characters. Find and kill them. No doppelganger, but we do have Puka. Okay. Slayer. We like when you're here. Jester, we like when you're here. We like having a knight. I'm going to tell you that I kind of just love doing this. You couldn't kill the knight, and that's fine. The shaman is 3 cards away from the closest evil. I'm just picking people, man. I'm just picking people. Are you lying? Number 1 is lying. Okay. 1. Oh, hold on. Can't cancel that. Cancel that. Reveal these. We have double jester. And we don't have a doppelganger. So one of the 2 jesters is bad. We do have a plague doctor, which means you corrupted somebody. I think you corrupted the judge. Number 1 is evil. 6 is corrupted. Okay, so you're... Wait. Okay, so you couldn't kill 3, which means 3 is good. But you were not corrupted, so 6 is corrupted, but you lied, so you have to be bad. Oh, dude, the shaman. Screw you. Screw you. So, 1 was not lying, is the reality. But you could be corrupted. Well, but we don't have a plague doctor. But we do have freaking Puka. Yeah. Okay. So Jester, here's what we try. 1, 2, 3. Among 7, 6, and 5, there's 1 evil. 1, 2, 3. Among 7, 6, and 5, there's 0 evils. You have to be... You're corrupted, you're lying. I honestly don't know. Oh, wait. I could have used you. I wasn't even looking at you. I wasn't even looking at... These are getting hard, man. These are getting really hard. Okay. Counselor and Shaman. So 2 villagers that are the same. Shaman next. You're 3 cards away from a corrupted. Okay. This would be 3 cards away. This would be 3 cards away. You pick 3 and learn if there's an outcast. We don't have a we don't have a doppelganger, but we have a drunk, which is kind of the same thing. 8 or 2 is a shaman. You are dizzy, but you could be corrupted. If you're evil or corrupted, you're dizzy. Okay. You get lucky on those. And then you're kind of telling the truth because 8 or 2 is correct. Let's learn if there's an outcast among 3, 5, and 7. There is a Bombardier, which makes sense. 6 or 2 is a counselor. 6 seems logical. Let's do 1, 2. They're the evil, false. You're the drunk because you could be wrong. You could just be incorrect. You could just be a silly guy. You're just a silly guy. Okay. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. So then let's guess these. There are no outcasts. That is correct. You're correct. You're 3 away from a corrupted character, which we had a drunk corrupt. Because you're corrupt. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. So you're also accurate. You're saying that there is a Bombardier. It is Puka, though, right? It's not Puka. It's just Counselor. 6 or 2 is Counselor. Is incorrect. You're the liar. Okay. Oh my god, man. It's so much to keep track of. It's a lot of info. The puppeteer. On game start, a random adjacent villager becomes a puppet. A random adjacent villager becomes a puppet. It's evil, but cannot lie. Okay, sure. The Plague Doctor. That's not a good start, brother. Number 7 is a real confessor. It's a real confessor, and they're dizzy. You're always bad. Oh my god, you're corrupted, which means that you lie? If you're evil or corrupted, you say I'm dizzy, man. Oh, wait a minute. If you're evil or corrupted, you say you're dizzy. Okay, yeah, fair. So you were corrupted. Do I have Puka? I do have Puka. Frick. Because I'm the Plague Doctor, I can... Well, you are corrupted, though, so let's do it. 7 is corrupted, 2 is evil. 7 is a real confessor. Which is true. So you're lying to me, brother. You're lying? Oh my god. What are you? You're a puppet. Okay. It's too much. It's too much for my sorry little brain, man. I'm too stupid for this. 2 evils adjacent. A scout and a wretch. I mean, that makes sense. So theoretically, you would make sense to be a bad person. Puppet is 3 cards away from the closest evil. We'll get there. Bishop, between 6 and 3, there is a villager and a minion. I mean, this confirms there's no frickin' outcast, man. Whoa, wait a minute. That's a wild one, though. Learn up to 3. Learn up to 3. But if there's no outcast, then you wouldn't learn. So it's making me feel like you're bad. Is what I'm... Like, actually bad. We do have a knight. I am dizzy. Do we have Puka? We don't have Puka. We don't have Puka. If you're dizzy, we have nothing that can corrupt, so you have to be bad. Now the puppeteer, a random adjacent villager becomes a puppet. Test you is not you. It has to be you. The left side is more evil. You don't lie. Okay. But then there's still a minion. Because there's or a demon. Because there's still Ba. There's only one pair of evil. If you're lying, then that makes sense. But you are also a problem still. The puppet is 3 cards away from the closest evil. Between 6 and 3, there's a villager and a minion. You are a minion. You are a minion. I think that means that you have to be bad. Oh my god, you're not. So you're telling the truth that there's 2 evils adjacent to you? There's only one pair of evil. Okay. If there's 2 evils adjacent to you, you have to be bad. Okay. We're on death's door. We're on death's door, but we're going. The Dreamer. Pick a character, learn an evil role. If evil picked, learn correct info. The Baker. I am the original Baker. One random unrevealed good villager becomes a Baker. You're the original Baker. Okay. Bombardier. Hunter. I'm 4 cards away from the closest evil. So it's either you or you if you're telling the truth. 5 is good. Let's confirm you. You're saying you are good. Do we have freaking Puka? We don't have Puka. We do have a drunk that can lie. We also theoretically have a judge in here somewhere. I need you to figure out whether you are an outcast. You 3. There are no outcasts. Okay. You could be the drunk and be lying. So we got to keep that in mind. Are you lying? Number 7 is lying. But you could also be the drunk. You could also be the evil, though. You're 4 cards from an evil. And were an empress. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's like Greek on the board right now. We have that you think you're lying, which means that 1, 5, or 8 is an outcast, which means one of them is a drunk. If you're drunk, if you say you're good, you're always good. So then that confirms you. Which then confirms... We don't have Puka. We don't have Puka. That confirms you because that confirms you. So of 1, 5, and 8, no outcast. I think that also confirms you, man. So you have to be bad. Yeah. Now you're 4 cards from the closest evil. You're only 3 cards from the closest evil. Okay. God, that's scary. Learn a character that was affected by an evil ability. Good. Plague Doctor. Not a good start. Not a good start. That's like just not what you want to see. And a doppelganger? Oh, okay. Just like spit in my face. Why don't you? A jester. Okay. A fortune teller. Closest evil is counterclockwise. Going this way. Jester. You got double jester. I can't reveal the last card, by the way. Double jester means that one of the 2 jesters is either a doppelganger or bad. A dreamer. Pick 1 character. Learn an evil role. If evil picked, learn correct info. Pick 1 character. Jester. 2 could be Ba. If evil picked, learn correct info. So you could be Ba. Okay. You're saying no, though. But that could mean that you're just bad. Now you use a jester and you do this. There are 3 evils. I mean, well, that can't be right. That can't be right. So now let's do the same thing. There are 0. You gotta be bad. Okay. And then you lied for sure. I need to see the rest. Number 5 is good. That's really bad for you. But you could be corrupted. Let's check. Number 7 is not corrupted. That's going to be a real problem for you. Okay? Because if you're saying that 5 is good, you gotta really check yourself. We don't have a drunk. There's no good planet. If you're not corrupted, there's no good planet for you. I'm sorry. You have to run through all the freaking possibilities. The poet. Learn random info. Brilliant. That's what I need more of is random info. Okay. Do we have a doppelganger? Outcast rocks if you don't have a... Or druid rocks if you don't have a doppelganger, and we don't. We have 2 minions and a demon. We have a poisoner that corrupts villagers. That's bad. We have a judge, we have a druid. Left side, you're saying, is more evil. 2 cards away from a corrupted character. A wretch, a poet. The closest evil is clockwise. Okay. A jester, a scout. Brother, what a mess. Twin minion is 1 card away from the closest evil, and then a second judge. So one of the 2 judges has to be bad. Which is helpful. As for outcasts, I mean, we don't have a plague doctor. But we do have a poisoner. So here's my thought. You're saying left side is more evil. I will say that that's a little confusing because we have a card in the middle. But I suppose this is left and this is right. The 2 judges are the scenario. You're saying they're telling the truth. You're saying they're lying. Which does make sense. Okay. Learn 1 random outcast among 3 characters. There is a wretch. There is not a wretch. So you're the corrupted one. You're the corrupted one. I mean, that does help. That does help. What if we do something like this? There's 1 evil. I think 3 is telling the truth. Yeah, I think 3 is telling... Well, closest evil is clockwise. Does make sense. I feel like we're on death's door, man. I'm 2 cards away from a corrupted character. There can only be 1 corrupted character because of the poisoner, and that's you. And you're not 2 cards away from them. Okay. Now, you got some explaining to do because you're saying that the left side is more evil. And so far, there's 1 over here. Could mean that there's 2 over here, but the closest evil being clockwise. I guess you are evil when talking with this. Okay. That does make this more likely, which means that you're more likely to tell the truth. I'm cutting you. You're the poisoner. Okay. There's 1 more. That means you're correct, which means that there cannot be more evil on the right. So there has to be 1 of you 3, which means you were telling the truth. You're correct. The twin minion is 1 card away from the closest evil. But that's tough because you would be telling the truth then. Among 7, 8, and 6, there's 1 evil. That would be accurate, man. That would be accurate. So you can't be evil because then you're next to him. You're telling the truth because the closest evil is right next to you. You would be lying. Well, you would be correct if... You would be correct if yourself was evil, so you can't be evil. What am I missing? And then you would be correct. But if I choose you, then you're evil. You're not lying, which means that you're correct. Take 1 more look at these. It's not a puppeteer. And we already found the singular corrupted person because the poisoner corrupted you. Yeah. Number 3 is telling the truth. We know that well, you were lying on that. You said number 3 is lying. Number 3 has to be true. So the left side has to be more evil. It can't be you because you would be 1 card away from the closest evil. It can't be you because if you choose yourself, you're telling the truth. So the closest evil is clockwise. I mean, it is, but it isn't. You had to be the twin minion. These two can't. They couldn't be. They couldn't be. Lilith. At night, kill a random unrevealed character and do 2 damage to you? Okay. Sure. The Baker. I was an Oracle. Okay. There should be another Baker in here somewhere. 3, 4, or 8 is evil. Okay. You just did damage to... I mean, you have to be... At night, kill a random unrevealed character. Is there a day-night cycle in this game? Oh my god, there is. Oh, what the frick? Okay. So you dealt... Okay, hold on. So you dealt... You killed a random unrevealed character. And now we can't reveal them. Okay. What the frick? But you weren't an evil. So that, I mean, that's cool. Number 7 was affected by an evil. I don't even know who our evils are, man. We have a shaman, so 2 villagers, same role. We have a witch, can't reveal the last card, and then we have the one going around killing people. So 3, 4, or 8 is evil. Closest evil is counterclockwise. That would make sense if you're telling the truth, which is that 7 was affected by an evil. Which is saying that 3 or 9 is a witch. You two kind of agree that 9 could be a witch. 1 is evil. Oh my god, there's so many dupes. There's so many freaking dupes. And we know that there has to be a dupe because of the freaking shaman, man. Screw you. Screw you. Okay. You're gonna hit another person. I can't reveal the last one. I can't reveal the last one. Okay. So if you were an Oracle, one of you two had to be a Baker. Right? Now, you're saying that one of 3, 4, or 8 is evil. You're saying that one of 2, 7, or 6 is evil. We know 6 can't be evil. It feels like a shot in the frickin' dark. Okay? 7 was affected by an evil. That feels silly to me. Okay? Witness protection has failed this time along. So 7 was affected by an evil. The problem is, what does affected mean? Does that just mean that you were the shaman guy? So one of the 2 empresses is wrong? So you have to be the witch? I understand. So then that means that 2, 7, and 6 are all safe. Which I guess we knew. Which means that 3 or 9 is a witch, which we knew. Which means 9 or 5 is a witch, which we knew. And the closest evil is not counterclockwise because you're next to it. So there's Lilith. But then there's still one the more minion. And we know it can't be you. Theoretically, it could be you. But I'm really tempted to say that I think it's probably you. It's a friggin' bombardier, man. Which is absolutely terrifying. The thing is, it's less terrifying because if I kill you, then it's kind of whatever, right? Because I would lose anyway. So you go out with a bang, but I'm on the final village. I mean, I'd really like to not die here. I killed the witch, by the way, which allowed me to get that spot. This implies that this was a baker. Wait a minute. You're saying that you were an oracle? We already have 2 oracles, man. And we know that those are the oracles because of the shaman. You could not have been an oracle. That is not possible. You are a liar. Okay. I have 1 ascension level increase. Please put me out of my misery. Oh my god, we're back up to full health. I have to go. It's an hour video, man. It's an hour video. We made it to Ascension level 4. I think this goes forever, man. I mean, like, we've unlocked endless mode. I don't know how deep this nonsense goes, man. All right, can't pull me back in. 3 evils. 3 evils. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's friggin' do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I just looking at that, my brain went goodbye. I will hop into Ascension 4 in another video if you want to see more. For now, though, my brain is broken enough. That's Demon Bluff. Play this for yourself. Single player social deduction game. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. I had a blast with this one. Thank you for watching. I will see you later. Goodbye.